We are. Are we on YouTube or are we not on YouTube? We are on YouTube. You might not be getting makeup with Stephanie on YouTube today. Yes, we did. Yeah, yesterday we got makeup with Stephanie on YouTube. We're five. Well, the we're getting the YouTube channel is fired up. We're getting ready to do that pretty soon. Hopefully, we'll have this all straightened out when we hit one button and it'll stream it all across the deal. So we're working on all these little technical stuffs as we get back in. Uh, you mean like kumquats or? Oh, they're just mini oranges. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I love kumquats. Oh, a lot of people don't like them, but I love kumquats. I like the tangy.
The Toyota San Bernardino Recording Studio presents IE Newswire Daily with Roy Blecker and Stephanie Meyer. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Wow, I think did you splice that together so it was all one? Wow. Our engineer extraordinaire Jesse is on the ball here on that. Yeah. That I think you did it the first time just to confuse me, because like when I hear the voice stop, then I start talking, and then I was talking between the gaps on that. We are on a Wicked Wednesday. Wow, did you come up with that all by yourself? Wow, you're are you? Do you have your mic
No,
on?
I sure do.
Oh yeah, no, it helps when you turn the audio.
I was eating before the.
on
Never
that.
mind.
That.
Anyways,
Yeah, now they can hear you on that. Your neat little intro there, and everybody missed it because you.
it's a Wicked Wednesday on a Thanksgiving Thursday, and it finally feels like Friday.
Wow, you did it twice.
I did.
Man, can you say
Yeah.
that even faster?
Wicked Wednesday on a.
See, it's more difficult than
It
you think.
is.
It is.
Yep.
When you try to go faster and something like that, man, it really takes
Throws you
some.
for a loop.
Yes, it does. Lots of things. Obviously, we're getting one of probably our biggest so far winter storm of the year. So it's going to be raining today and Thanksgiving Day, most of the day. So please, please, please drive carefully out there. We don't want.
The roads are slippery.
Yes, and we can't, especially us, we can't afford to lose any listeners anyway. So we want you all back on that because we have some very exciting news about the show coming up in the future that we'll be announcing.
We do. We're just trying to figure out how to do it. I want like confetti. I want cannons. I
Don't-
want
don't
fire.
don't oversell it. Don't.
Fireworks.
But no, we do have some good news coming
getting
up about
fireworks.
the show. So stay tuned for that as we roll it out on that. Bigger and brighter things are coming our way on that. And the second part of that is on that is for as a public service announcement or a PSA. Every available highway patrol officer will be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looking for driving under the influence drivers because holiday weekends they ramp it up, and again we want to make sure that everybody's safe. So if you are going to the family gathering or something and you are drinking or whatever, make sure that somebody is driving home that is not partaking in the adult beverages and all that, because the highway patrol is going to be out in force all
force.
weekend. Yes, so that's just another friendly reminder.
And
on
if you
that.
do happen to hide from any family members, please comment in or message in where you decided to hide this Thanksgiving holiday because we really would like to know.
You need some tips?
No.
No, okay.
Maybe.
I thought. Well, yeah. After
I'm not
that,
gonna
after
announce
that study, the
from Motel 6.
yeah, from Motel 6, it says after 4 hours, most people are looking to dash out away from the family members. Or Jesse's giving that the thumbs up. No, that's kind of a deal because Well, it's kind of sad in a way for me because most of my family has moved away.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we used to Thanksgiving was probably always my favorite holiday for two reasons. I loved it because you didn't have the pressure like we were talking about yesterday, like all the other Christmas, Valentine's Day, whatever, where you have to buy gifts or whatever, and da da da. You're running around. Thanksgiving, you never had to worry about that pressure or worry about getting gifts or nothing because that
Right.
really wasn't on the table. And the second thing,
The food.
yeah, well, that was good too. But I mean, really, some of the most enjoyable or memory is when, even on both sides of my family, depending on where we were going at the time of that, some of the discussions that going on in that were just red hot. I
Really?
mean, and oh yes, we would, you know. When you get a bunch of hillbillies and rednecks and ditch bank okies together, like about 20 or 30 of us together on that, man, we can just let it rip. And talk about, probably Jesse would probably be running out the door in 5 minutes because, we could get into some serious heavyweight
Wow.
discussions on that stuff. And it was all fun,
Yeah.
which is kind of what I don't understand. I kind of don't understand. One thing I don't understand is the 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 rhetoric now, or oh, we don't want to do that because I equate Donald J. Trump, our president, with the way he does Twitter machines and he does his public appearances and his rallies and stuff. That's the environment, and well, he's older than me, but that's the generation environment we all grew up in. That's the way we talked. That's the way we acted. It's That's like our normal. We know in that environment. So
Right.
when the other side are people that, and I kind of get that they're not used to that, and they're thinking, what a bunch of crazy loons these people are. I guess we kind of got to understand each other's world a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're not. It's not that we're. It may look on the outside, or if you're outside looking in, or you're not used to that, you're looking at, what are these people going to do? Are they going to start, are they going to start fighting or something, da 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 da? Because
Now I want to know how these conversations were going. You're making them sound like it was
Well,
like
they
a Jerry
were.
Springer episode.
they come not quick.
Like
Maybe
people picking up chairs and like throwing
Well,
up.
that-
What's going on?
I don't think we
I
ever.
want to go to your Thanksgiving. It
It
sounds
would have been
fun.
great. I guess we'd have to fly everybody back in, or a lot of them are dead now, or something. But and we're losing that generation of
Right.
people that that was like the norm. That was how when we got together at family gatherings, it always it was always that. But we never did get it to the Jerry Springer point where we were throwing chairs or getting mad at. We maybe sometimes
then.
it got heated at times, but we never crossed that line of getting into physical confrontations or something. And at the end of the day, we all laughed about it, shook hands, and agreed to disagree in some cases, and
Well, that's good.
was on our merry way. But again, that's what I think, and I think a lot of it is, and I see in the in where maybe some of the younger set or younger generations down, they don't equate to that. They think something's if they see a confrontation or that, or they see people acting like that, they think a Jerry Springer moment is going to break out where we're all just going to start a big Donnybrook here and doing that. Where in most cases it's not. That's just the way we were,
Right.
and it was deal. And and I guess you got to kind of understand from our perspective. We kind of look at when people think, well, they're looking at, well, you guys are crazy, you're doing this and that. We're looking like going, yeah, and what's your problem?
But everybody, I think that's for a lot of people. A lot of people think they're like normal, and then other people, just their way of doing things is kind of weird.
Right.
Is basically what you're saying, right?
Yes, and it's not that we're and
It's
I
just different. People think
yes.
the difference weird.
Yes, it's different in your and I can see that you're not used to it,
Right.
or you're not used to that environment, and yeah, you think, because when you see the reaction of people like that, well, yeah, I can see that a lot of people equate it to the Jerry Springer show or something, something where it's a stage deal, or pretty much on that, where where they're doing an entertainment television show of that, but I mean, I can see where they would get an angst on it because they're thinking, well, yeah, pretty soon, these guys are going to be beating the crap out of each other because they're, because the discussions are getting, let's say, very lively, in some of the stuff. But I don't know. That's just some of the things. And I think if they understood it more, maybe they wouldn't be. According to the Motel 6 study, wanting to leave the family discussion at, or trying to get away from or hiding from the family on that. I don't know. I just, and I think it's healthy. I think sometimes it's healthy to get that, to kind of get that out and have those discussions.
To get what out? The Jerry Springer moments?
Well, to have colorful and animated and real good discussions about anything.
Yeah. The crazy kind of fun.
Yes.
I agree. I think those kind are the best. I want to go, and seriously, I wish I could be a fly on the wall.
Oh,
back
yeah,
at your
yeah. We should have.
Thanksgivings.
I mean, back in the day when we should, if we would have had cell phones and stuff, or get, it would have been great to tape some.
Thank goodness
Actually,
they didn't. Huh?
actually, my grandfather did that once. So he had like I don't know, it might have been a reel to reel, maybe it was one of the first cassette recorders, and he was taping us. And then he played it back, and that was even more entertaining because
How fun.
you get to hear yourself back on that.
Yeah.
And that was as a
I
kid.
love those kind of family videos. And
Yes, that was fun because that was some of my first renditions because I think it was about 10 or 11 at the time, and believe it or not, I had a pretty good vocabulary even at that age and discussion ability. But it kind of that was some of the first when I heard myself back is when I came to understand sometimes you hear things or you think you said something and the way you
Right.
perceived it, but when you hear it back you didn't really say that. You said something else or came out different. But you in the time you're thinking that because you're talking and thinking in that.
I do
So-
that all the time.
So it was a very good lesson for me at the time to and I've cultivated that, and that's one reason why I do go back and watch what I said.
Uh-huh.
And I encourage people to do that when they do that because, man, you think you said you can. I mean, and I've done that. I've swore up and down on a stack of Bibles. Yeah, I said exactly, and then they roll out the videotape, and this is what you really said,
Right.
and you go, oops.
Whoopsie.
Or yeah, it really. Well, I didn't mean it that way, or I should have said it that way. But in your mind, when you're talking about it, and you're
Yeah.
thinking of it, and you're doing all that you think you said it or did something in a certain way, and you didn't. So it's
No,
another.
I can relate to that. Sometimes I say stuff and I think I'm being funny, and then I watch it back and I'm like, damn, I sounded evil. Whoopsie.
Well, you did that. Well, put it in the comments, or anybody's got any.
Yeah,
you
anyone
got
that's
any
tuning
good?
in.
Yeah, any good family stories?
Or type in what you're thankful for. We have
What you're
some
thank-
gifts on here for.
Whoa.
This one is because we're thankful for Mom,
Yes.
my mom. We're thankful for our Woosie, and we're thankful for Ann. That's from all of us here at IE Newswire. And I almost said KMET, but we're not doing that yet.
Man,
What?
you're
I'm
not,
used to
you're not,
saying it.
You're not good at keeping a secret.
Shut
I
up. They
can
didn't pick
see.
it up.
Of all the times you have the mic on when you could
I
have
know,
it
right?
off.
No, I'm just used to saying it. But from
On
all
the-
of us at IE Newswire
There you go.
on a Wicked Wednesday,
There you go.
a Thankful Thursday. And it
On-
feels like a Friday.
Hey. It's easier to say slower. You're getting pretty
It
good
really
at
is.
If you practice it, you can get good at saying it fast, but you got to practice. At least I do. I have to.
Well, I mean, how many times am I really going to
right. But if you
say that?
you really most people and there's very few people that can say that stuff. It takes a real talent to say that stuff really fast like that, like
Yeah.
in one take. Man, I admire guys that can do that because
Like the auctioneers?
yes, doing the cadence of the auctioneer. Yeah, try and do the ham and 25 hours. No, you're out. 25, 30, 30. Do I hear 30? No. Oh, yes, we got 30. Now 35, 35, 40, 45. On that, man, that's hard to do. To try to do the auctioneer stuff is that, as you can see, I mean, I didn't go to auctioneer, so I just did that at the top of my head. But
Professional right there.
yes, no, it really wasn't. But I
I
mean,
know.
you can't.
I'm just trying to make you feel good. on a thankful
So
Thursday.
what happened to you?
On a
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah, it must be because
Because I'm feeling thankful
yes,
today.
it's because it's Thanksgiving. Because normally I.
Susan from Hooper Valley writes in, thankful for all the nice children I have. I'm a lucky mom. Yes, you are, mother. Thank you, Susan from Hooper Valley. What are you thankful for, baby bro?
Always being on the top side of the grass.
There you go.
That's my favorite thing. No, everything. I mean, I'm thankful for everything that I say this, or maybe I don't say it enough, but I mean, in the 58 years that I've been on this planet Earth, I mean, I've lived one hell of a fantastic life.
You have. Hearing your stories are
And
very interesting.
yeah, I mean, I look at that. I mean, I think, I mean, I got to be one lucky dude to be to experience and do all the things that I've done so far, and and ain't quitting yet. So
You
it's
sure ain't. You ain't slowing down one bit.
So yeah, no, it's and I wish more. I wish more people would. One of the things that I would really wish for, and I try to encourage people, that is, man, expand your world. I learned it from one very early in life. I read it was I think it was a Chinese philosopher or something, and he said something to the effect of don't. He said most people do the same things, their same daily routine, same job, same this. They go this, they do a daily routine. Their lives are like 99.999% of the deal. He said if you really want to live, he says do something different. Do things different. Expand your world. Meet new people. Do different things. All that.
Work. You never know
Yes.
who you're going to run into.
Exactly. Don't get up at 6. Some people just get up at 6 a.m. every day. Sometimes get up at 5:30, sleep until 9 o'clock.
Ooh, 9 o'clock.
On that, don't necessarily. Or some people get up at 6 o'clock and go to bed at 9:30 every day. Like a regimented.
Yeah.
And you
Break
can't.
the cycle every once in a while.
Yes,
or
break the
routine.
cycle. Do that. Meet new people.
Try new food.
Yes. Oh, that drives me crazy. Is people go to the restaurant and order the same damn thing every time.
I'm kind of guilty on doing that a little bit. But I do like trying new things.
Yes, I
think we
mean,
were talking about that the other day.
I try every. I mean, like, I've probably been to. Well, then they gave away some. I think they gave away a dinner on our Mother's Day, Black Bear Diner.
Yeah.
I've probably been there half a dozen times, and I don't think I've never ordered the same thing. I always try something different, on the menu, because I want to. You'll never know if you like it if you don't try it.
We should try a new restaurant after the show.
Well, we can do that.
Excellent. I got myself dinner.
Sneaky little one over here.
I tried a new method.
Well,
Hey, and
see, it
worked.
works. See what happens when you try something new? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Hey, there you go.
No, but
Wow.
it is. That's. I mean, it really is that. I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, I wish one of the things if you put me in charge of a school, one of the things you do is I would just take Friday. Friday would be totally different.
Friday
Okay.
would be fun if
Yes.
Roy was
Oh, yeah, you darn right about that. Okay, so let's just take high school. You got first period English, second period math, third period homeroom, PE, whatever. Friday would be free for all.
Free for all.
Yes.
You can take any class you want,
Yes.
or
go
like
to the,
you go to class and you don't have to
go
do
to
anything in
another
that class. But
Hang out
either
in the
way.
quad.
But wait, I want to hear this because I really like this idea. Like it excites me. So,
Wow.
but say you want to take calculus, are they actually teaching that class the entire day, or is it like you go to calculus and you're making paper airplanes and throwing them at the teacher's head when he's not looking? Like, what are we talking here? Because I think that's a great
Either
idea.
and or.
No, I think that's a great idea if you go and you have a different teacher for the day.
Yes.
Or you have a different class, but you're still learning that day. But I think that's a great idea because kids would love Fridays, and I can guarantee you our
Make
attendance on Fridays is probably super low.
make school fun.
Wow.
That
Well, I
is
think they are working. I think Marina Valley does a really good job at making school fun, though. Marina Valley Unified, for the most part. I mean, considering. You make it too fun, then parents are complaining that their kids aren't doing anything.
But no, it's part of that doing things different. You will learn, even though you may not, in a certain subject or something, and it might not even apply. And that's what a lot of things school is about, or you learn, or in anything. It might not apply to whatever you might not apply it. specifically, like say you learn calculus.
Right.
Well, let's just say you become a movie actor. You would think, well, how does that apply? But it will teach you the discipline to be able to break things down and do calculations and stuff and hone in on things, even though you're not probably ever going to do a calculus problem
Right.
as a actor per se. But knowing how to make and engineer and move complicated parts will help you, whether you're an actor or maybe setting it up the scene, or maybe you're maybe you're out fixing a car or something and you wouldn't think about it that, but knowing how to solve problems like that, or and even the more complicated, or doing puzzles is a great thing
I love puzzles.
to learn,
so fun.
to learn how to do that, of that, even though you might think the exercise in itself might not be a benefit, but you will find someday, and it may be just one time, but you'll hit a situation and you'll click back to that, and then,
Right.
man, everything else becomes much easier to do.
Lucy writes in, I'm thankful for my family and my friends and getting to know you, Roy. Lucy, no, you cannot join us for dinner. I'm just kidding. And Susan writes in, that was a sweet comment, Lucy. Mom, you cannot join dinner either. Just kidding.
Was that a compliment directed towards me?
Yes.
Wow.
From Lucy, it was. That was very nice, Lucy.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
Susan also writes in, that's a great idea. She likes your idea for the school thing that we were just talking about. She put, plus it could make kids become interested in something that they never thought they were going to do with a different class. So I really do think that's a great idea.
You know what?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What?
If a school system was really smart, they would take people like me and make them like czars of the school.
What do you mean czars of the school?
You don't know what a czar is.
No. The hell's a czar? If anybody knows what a czar is, write that in.
Yeah, write that in.
Oh, but they're all going to be Googling it. What's a czar?
Everybody's
Just
gonna
tell me. What are you talking?
Yeah, a czar's like kind of like a guy that.
Like the background kind of do this?
No,
watch and
actually, they're kind of out front, but they bring in like the big concepts of that. They're like somebody that really understands the broad concepts, puts it together, and gets everybody in the direction, and lets everybody else figure everything out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. You put the idea out there. Okay, boom. This is you want kids to enjoy
You're scaring
school.
me too, Mom.
This is how
I mean,
you do
Susan
it.
from Herpa Valley.
But it takes and this is kind of just like a small snippet of the observation. And this is kind of that. Educators are people that are in the education system, teachers and counselors, people who do that. They're very great at their specific craft or teaching, math, science or whatever, all the stuff they do. But they don't have the broad concept of what makes things work, how to put kids in a learning environment. And it takes somebody to put that. It's one thing why Trump is I knew Trump would be very successful as a president, because he's experienced life at a whole bunch of planes, and he'd done a lot of things, experienced it. So again, when he sees a situation or looks at it, then he's probably been in a similar situation before. So he already, in his mind, already knows how to handle it or do that or come up with a solution or knows which way to get it to make it go.
Mhm.
And a lot of people, not because they're not intelligent or anything, or not that they're skilled in their craft or anything, but they don't have that broad perspective of, seeing the big picture of that. So, and sometimes it's very difficult, or again, I think a lot of what we're talking about at Thanksgiving or something, and I think that's why a lot of people have the angst in a guy like Trump, because they see him. Trump knows where he's going. Trump knows what he's doing. Trump knows the way to do this, and he's very confident in it and does that. But most people are not seeing the picture like he is, so they don't quite understand or get where he's coming from with what he's saying and how he's doing it. But again, and I know that because I mean, not that I'm anywhere close to that plane, but I've done that in the things I've done. It takes sometimes you just got to say, hey, this is the way we're going. Da, 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 da. Judge it when we get to the end.
Right.
When we get to the end, you might not see how you're probably not going to see how all the component parts are fitting yet. But when you get to the end, you're going to love the result.
Yes. No idea what you're talking about.
Well, let's take for
No,
example,
I'm just kidding.
like with Trump on that, with the economy, dropping the taxes, getting getting the capital in, being business friendly, dropping the regulations, getting the economy stimulated, lowest Black, Latino, and almost unemployment ever that we've ever had. Doing that. It's just knowing how all these things work that most people don't because they've never experienced. Again, it's not that they're not intelligent or very skilled at their craft or very valuable in what they do. They just don't necessarily see the whole big picture
Right.
like he does.
And plus, they have one way of thinking, so it is nice to have another
Yes.
person's thought of thinking.
And
I still really love that Friday school idea. I mean, once a month maybe, not every Friday. Every Friday would be a bit nice.
No, I would do. I mean, I threw that out a couple years ago, and it went nowhere. But no, it should be every Friday. Every Friday should be completely free for all Friday. We're just
But then I see where that would be like a huge problem for them to keep track of where all these students are, like a liability.
well, heck, they got the schools all fenced in and armed guards, almost like prison. Once they get in, I mean, it's very difficult for them to get out. I could see back in the day
I
when
know,
I
but
was
if there's
going
like
to
a
school,
tragedy at school or something, or
we'd
somebody
probably
needs to find a
half of
student
us would probably be
quickly,
gone doing something else on Friday. But that's
probably.
that's a story for another. But no, it's the way they. But really, as you do, I mean, especially, and I mean,
But that's a good idea, though.
it is, and I think well, especially like I say, the way they've got schools now. I mean, there's pretty much, I mean, it's much more difficult to leave the school area now than it was back in my day. I'll guarantee.
Oh yeah, we used to hide in the trunk. I'm gonna stop talking now because my mom's actually watching this show. Anyways, I love the school. Did you see this? The
Back
video
in
that
my
the
day,
school,
we just walked out.
the
but
school district put out
we
about
didn't have to
the.
hide in the trunk.
Not listening. Did you watch the video about the Gobble Gobble?
No, I didn't
Operation
watch it.
Gobble Gobble on the school district's website?
No,
It's a great one
well, pull
on
it
Facebook.
up.
Jesse, pull it up.
Or we'll
It
play
was a good
we'll
one.
play it here. Find it, and we'll.
It's really cute. To be a part of that event was amazing. I tried to reshare it, but for whatever reason, it was giving me a hard time last night, and I couldn't reshare it. So, for all of you listening, go to Moreno Valley Unified School District on Facebook or Instagram, and the video's on there. It was a great turnout and a great event. It was really cool to be
While
part
you're
of.
looking for that, scroll up on the old IEN Newswire site, and we'll roll through some of the stories of the day.
So you have him multitasking.
Yeah.
And plus, I have my whole shopping list of stores that, well, I only did Walmart and Target. Really kind of focused on Target, but not to pick favorites.
Oh, you've got the here's the video from the Wellness Center. Distributes families and
So
food to
Operation
Moreno
Gobble
Valley.
Gobble is a Thanksgiving program that provides a Thanksgiving dinner, a turkey, and a bag of all kind of fixings and things that you will need to have a Thanksgiving dinner. The reason for it being started, because we started having kids come back to school from Thanksgiving break saying, thank God I'm in school because I haven't eaten all week. So we realized that we have quite a bit of families that need support in providing food for our families. So we decided to create a program, and we call it Operation Gobble Gobble. So it's grown to the capacity to where it's just not about Thanksgiving. It's about our families having food on the table every day of the week.
When you have a superintendent like Dr. Katsura, it's very difficult to say no, because he is always here supporting the community, supporting the district, supporting the family, and supporting us all. There is a big heart in him, and it is contagious. I am so thankful that all of you are here to feel that one need, because a lot of families don't have something at the table like we do. We are blessed to have something at our table, but not everybody does.
So I just want y'all to know, as a superintendent and the Board of Education, we could be, I mean, these are the kinds of things that people don't get to see all the time. The newspaper isn't out here. They're not doing a story on this right now. But we know that there are good stories in our community and that we are here to support and serve each other.
So we have a marvelous team of volunteers this year. We have about maybe 100 volunteers. We have parent ambassadors, and they bring all their parents, and they stuff the bags, and it becomes a huge Operation Gobble Gobble.
What caught my eye was, did you get, where was the In-N-Out burgers?
So these families got to come through. They stayed in their vehicle. Well, we really wanted them to. Some had to get out and open their trunk because they just felt like they needed
Right.
to. We would load it up. Each family got 4 bags of food. One had like produce. The other one had like how you kind of saw like cereals and macaroni and cheese and stuff like that.
Right.
Gravy, all the like little Thanksgiving fixings. Then they got a turkey, a full case of water, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. What else did they get? Something else I forgot. But so then they, we fill up the cars, they go through, and then they drive through, and each person in that car got an In-N-Out lunch.
That's what caught my attention. Yes, I saw the In-N-Outs.
Each
Thanks
person
for-
in the car,
Thanks for In-N-Out.
all of it was donated. All of it. I mean, and that's amazing. For, like she said, too, families, these kids go all week long and don't have food the entire week that they're out of school. How sad is that? That's heartbreaking. I mean, I personally never even thought of that until she said, because I was like, dang, they get so much. Like, why do they need that? Like, that is such a blessing to get that much food. 4 bags of food. That's crazy. And I never thought that these poor kids go an entire week with no food. That's sad.
Yes.
So that's amazing that
We
people
should
think of stuff like that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't.
We should have Google we should have Googled it because I think is the Salvation Army still doing the turkey dinner at the conference in
sure.
Rec this, and usually the VFW Lodge for the veterans
Mhm.
here as that, and I think it's at Sunnymead Park again. Even after Thanksgiving, I think on Saturday at Sunnymead Park they have another deal for anybody that wants to come out and have a
That's
turkey
nice.
dinner
Yeah.
on that. So yeah, there's a lot of great places to go on Thanksgiving Day of that and do that. That's and it is. I think it's again, it's probably why I think Thanksgiving is probably another reason why Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because. Again, like I said, there's no pressure, but everybody seems to be much more in a giving,
Yeah,
mood
and more
on
grateful.
that around that, time of volunteering their time like that and really helping some people out when they're, some people that are less fortunate maybe than
Mhm.
you in circumstances like that. So,
But I love being a part of events like that because then it really makes you kind of step back and realize everything that you do
Yes.
have and how thankful you are to have family and friends that surround you with help and all that.
I say this a lot. There's no more generous country than the good old U.S. of A. No matter what we might argue about or have our discussions about that and this, that, and the other of that, but when you boil it down and I think most people can agree there is if you are in need of help and you really need something and you're really doing that somewhere somebody in the you will get a helping hand on that
Right.
in this country, and it's probably been the one thing that's probably kept this country as strong as it has is that when one of us is down, all of us are down,
Mhm.
and it's part of the deal of wanting to solve all these problems, and everybody doesn't have the right answer. It's like that, and I mean, just kind of peel it back to the school things. I mean, I think a lot of the things are that I don't know specifically how to do X, Y, and Z or that. And I've even had lots of discussions in a lot of different levels with teachers and stuff. And I said, you know what? I mean, if I was in charge of this deal, I said, I would be giving you I would be out there giving you the tools you need to teach that class. And then I'm going to let you do it at the end of the year. And at the end of the year, we're going to evaluate how you did.
Right.
I see far too much. We put constraints and stuff like that. It's kind of like the deal with the free for all Fridays at the school. Let's try something different. Keep that in. It's kind of like that Chinese philosophy. Do something different, even though it might not specifically, be in the regiment training or whatever the hell, Common Cores or this and that, yada 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 curriculum they got. It will. I guarantee you, 98.7% of every kid that goes to that school that did something like that is going to be much better off, is going to learn faster,
Right.
and is going to be much more happier and eventually going to be a much more productive citizen when he gets out in the real world.
And I think it's good too just to have that mind reset to where you're not just
Yes.
constantly doing the same thing and just to get it off something else
Yes.
or on something else. You know what I'm trying to say? I want to go over my top 10 favorite gifts.
Go over your top 10 favorite gifts.
But I want to first say, can we start with my Target photo of the shopping? If you have a red card, all these great deals are already live now. Did you know that? You can get a video game that's normally $60 for $15.
Wow.
$15. What kind of percentage discount is that? I don't even know because it's so great. You're thinking,
That's
huh?
25%.
Like, I was gonna say
That's
75.
25% of the retail price, if
I was
you
gonna
want to
say,
know that.
well, I thought I was going to, I don't know. Anyways.
You want to
Doors
argue
open,
with me about
yes,
the
I do, but I'm
numbers?
not going to because I'm going to stop digging. I'm
Because
taking your advice.
you're finally learning the
I
first
am.
level.
So tomorrow, doors open at 5 for Target. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to hit Target at 5 p.m. and then Walmart opens at 6. So then you're going to go hit Walmart at 6.
Which is real easy to do in Moreno Valley because all you can barely warm up the car.
It's right across the
Yeah,
street
it's right
pretty
across
much.
the street.
But check, and there's a little map for all of you wondering where you can find your stuff at Walmart. Target doesn't do that. They like to put their TVs in the freezer aisle, though. In the refrigerator section. They're all right there. But yes, look at that. This gun is normally $20, and it's on sale for $9.99. See, I'm telling you, there's some great deals. You just got to find them.
So what is that? No, what's
Look
the
at this, though.
discount?
What do you mean,
Hot
what's
Wheels.
the discount?
Yeah, $19.99, $9.99.
I want to say 75% off. That's not?
No, that was the first one. The second, that's half.
Look at these. No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Go back to the garage. Look at this. $200 for this dang playground.
Wow.
But you can catch it on sale on Black
No,
Friday
I'm flashing
for
on a Hot Wheels set.
$119.
How much is it?
It's regularly $199, but you can get on for $119.
Oh,
$119. Would you pay $119
so that's
for that?
40% off.
Would you pay $119 for that?
I'd have to think real hard.
I would slap the crap out of you if you
I
do.
know. Yes, I would have to think real. That's what I was flashing on. It's like, oh, just I want to do this. I walked into I remember when I told you about the deal about walking at Thrifty or Rite Aid and the $1.99 for you. God, for a scoop of ice for a single scoop when it used to be a nickel.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Prices are
flashing on the
insane.
Hot Wheels stuff and thinking, wow.
I know. It's $199 for a garage for your car to go.
Yeah.
My only thing is, I mean, if your kids are that hardcore into Hot Wheels is a great product. I love them. I'm not bashing them at all. I think what you pay for is what you get. I do. I truly do. But however, my children, they will play with it twice, and then it's going to be at a garage sale probably that following weekend. I can't get myself to pay that much for
Attention
stuff like that.
span is a little
I
short.
can't. It's not even that. It's that they would rather play with like pens and markers or tape. Tape is like a hit in my house. Everybody wants freaking tape. It's insane. I can't. I spent $90 on a Hot Wheels thing for my son. He played with it like 3 times. That was like $90. Imagine if I spent that much. But then I bought like a $20 racetrack that's kind of similar like that for my kid when he was like 1, my oldest. He loved that thing.
Yes.
He played with it till it broke. It's like the cheap, cheesy toys they love, but the expensive name brand stuff, they're like,
exactly.
they don't love it, but they want it because they know that price tag for whatever reason is like, oh my God, I have to have it.
Yeah, and then when you get it,
It's like nothing. Anyways, so you can get all that kind of fun crap at
what
these.
is it? The old saying: the simplest pleasures in life are free.
I wouldn't say free. I'd just say discounted, heavily discounted. So there's this app, Wish.com, and I'm going to go over my top favorite 10 gifts you can get from Wish. It's an app where they have discounted things. It's kind of like an auction thing. There's like a clock. I'm not really totally familiar with what it is, but I got myself a ring for $1. $1. So we're going to go, and Roy's going to help me commentary on some of these. Okay, go to these slippers that Roy wants to get for Christmas.
Yes, I would look really cute in those.
Guess how much those suckers cost?
No till $40.
$18.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shows you how much I know about
I know.
this stuff.
I have 10. Okay, this. Remember when I showed you? For $8. For when you go on this road trip this summer, if you have young boys that need to go potty, it's a traveling, I don't even know what, you can't say a traveling
Well-
mug, because it's a traveling toilet.
So you want my commentary on that?
Please. You're
So
going to commentary
my
all of these.
Our recycling was is you use the Gatorade bottle in these instances. But no, what is
There you go.
and the absolute fabulous thing about using a Gatorade bottle for doing the business in is somebody somewhere, you're going to set it somewhere, and somebody's going to take a big swig of that.
Ah. But see, I'm wondering, is a pink one for girls? Like the boys make sense, but girls, that's a little.
A little bit more complicated on the.
Anyways, I thought that was kind of great. And for your men out there, I don't think the wolf picture comes with it. I'm not sure, but why in the
Yes, I was wondering
$2?
about this. $2.
$2?
$2 for the wolf picture on that. Would you be happy or scared if you saw that?
That would be terrifying.
Yes, I was wondering what direction we were going on with that little rendition of a picture going.
I don't $2. There you go. And for the people that like to pop things, you can get your fetish out with that for $16.
with the,
You can go ahead and pop all the whiteheads you want. Isn't that disgusting?
whoa, 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 whoa! So this is for the pimply faced kid.
Yes.
The,
Okay, so there's like this new fetish that's going around now. People like to watch things being popped, or they like to squeeze pimples or things out of
Oh,
stuff.
real? Oh, so that's
So this is
so. Is that what the latest viral video will be? Some kid popping
no,
his zit?
yeah, they have a ton of them. You never seen them? It was like a thing. It was totally trending for like months. So they came out with a board game. I forget what the
Now
board
I
game's called for
seriously
kids.
don't understand that one.
Yeah. So then now you can get this for $16. Get your pimple squeezing fetish out, and it brings some type of soothing thing to people for some reason I don't understand either. We can go to the next one if you'd like. Now this one is to help you lie to everyone in the world to say that one leg is skinnier than the other. You can lie to yourself and others for $8. It's like a leg squeezer to make it short and make it skinnier. $8. Hey, that's not bad. But see how they leave that cut out so that way you can see the difference?
Is that kind of like the whole do my
like the
ass
Spanx.
looks fat in these jeans thing?
No, I mean I don't think that cut's really there afterwards. That's just like an image showing you look at how much it squeezed the fat in, so your leg is that much smaller. You're lying to yourself and everybody else for $8. I'm gonna get me a pair. That's what I want for Christmas.
Okay.
Next. This is accurate for my older sister.
So so it says
For $14.
almost. Now you may speak. Never mind. Now I have to go poop now, and that's in the coffee cup as you're draining it down.
Oh, that was cute.
Brazen Emporium on that. Yes, that's a pretty that some
This next one, I don't even know what it is. What? Oh my god! It's for your bicycle when you're riding your bike, Jesse. That way cars can see you, and it's waterproof for $4. Keep your safety for $4.
there you go. We won't say what
In red, green, or blue.
Should we say what that really kind of looks like?
I think it looks like a bag of oranges.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jesse's being very politically correct.
I think Jesse's right. I'm gonna go with Jesse's.
Looks
answer.
like a set of nuts.
for $4.
I think that's what the intention of that was. Can we be real about this? Whoever designed that did not design that to be an upside down heart.
I know, but I don't get why they designed it that way either. But
I do, because they're trying to
it's
sell
a
the
bicycle
damn
seat,
things.
right? like illuminate so cars can see you at night.
No,
Like I
It's
try to,
not
I'm
a
trying to guess
bicycle.
at these things
they're trying to extract $4 out of you. Is what they're trying to do.
and keep your safety. Yeah, hey, at least they made it freaking waterproof.
I bet no. They somebody no. This is a reverse psychology. You're probably going to get your ass run over because somebody's going to flash and look on that and inadvertently jerk the car over and run your real set of cojones over.
I don't know. I'd have to disagree. Next,
That'll teach you
For
for
all you
asking for my
gaming-
commentary.
you gaming nerds out there, a remote control coffee mug.
Oh, is that
When
what's
you
in
can't
there?
get, yeah, it's a remote control
Oh.
for those addicted to video games like my son. They can't get away from it.
Do people actually push the buttons on the TV anymore?
What buttons?
Well, you know, like
TVs used
yeah,
to have
there you
buttons?
go. No, they actually
Do
have
TVs
the
actually
they
have
actually
buttons?
yes, they actually still most of them have the buttons you can push
I know they're on the back.
to run that.
No.
Which is my favorite mode. That way you don't have to worry about batteries and remotes and stuff.
Most of them have buttons that are tricky. At least
I
on mine.
hate those remote things.
This one. I thought was so cute.
You press the button you think it is and it does something different and
Get your baby some teeth for $1. Aren't those cute? Those
yes,
little
they're
binkies?
yeah. Oh, I like the mustache one.
Yeah.
The mustache one. Actually, you should have the Roaring 20s or whatever it was. The handlebar type
Oh, yeah.
mustache. Yeah, that's cool. Always like the
For $1. I mean, that's really cool.
barbershop
That's
quartet
pretty funny.
guys or whatever used to have.
Yeah, let's get that one. This reminded me of Jesse. This
yes,
is
I was going to
so
say the same thing.
Jesse.
Yes, this looks like Jesse.
For
on-
$8.
For $8, you can look like our producer here, Jesse Sanchez, on
For
that for $8.
$8.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want this.
I thought it was pretty cool. For $8, Wish.
Why
Download the app.
you live it every day? Why would you want to live yourself that you already look like that?
Right? And then I just threw up some pictures of things my kids wanted for Christmas because it was pretty cute. Ryan wants a skateboard.
Yes.
Evan wants, it's like a little dart.
Oh, is that a
No,
dart
like
gun?
a bow and arrow
Oh.
kind of dart thingy.
Cool.
Liam, so
Tetherball.
my oldest loves tetherball, and this is a mini tetherball with a hand.
Do they
and then you
still
hit it
have
back and forth.
tetherball in school?
Oh yeah, tetherball is like the
Good.
thing right now.
They were trying
and
to take
then-
dodgeball out, and I
No, this
wouldn't doubt that they were trying to get rid
they
of
have
tetherball.
handball though. And then Kian found a box of
I-
Band-Aids, and now he really wants Band-Aids for Christmas.
That's an odd rendition.
Well,
of-
Ryan wants a skateboard, and he knows that if Ryan gets a skateboard, he's
I mean,
gonna
yeah,
need
I'd like to
Band-Aids
hear
go
the
with it.
story of why I want Band-Aids for Christmas.
Oh, and here's Crazy Coupon Lady. Download the app today and use it to get all the greatest deals this Black Friday and this holiday season coming
the
up.
crazy coupon lady.
Mm-hmm.
See how smart I am? I don't say how to do shopping or what because I have absolutely no idea.
Yes.
I
But
like-
if you get this app, she'll tell you how to do it, and she'll tell you how to get the cheapest price. You can get like a tube of toothpaste for like
and do
30
you think
cents.
I could? Do you think I could understand how to do that?
There's only like 12 steps to it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, really, she makes it so easy. She says, go to Target, get a Target cartwheel for like 5% off. Target's having 20% off this toy, and then you end up getting it for like $16. She breaks it down really simple. I mean, once you kind of do it a couple times, you're like, ah, that's what she's saying. But you know what's frustrating is a lot of women get these apps, or men. I won't X out men on that. Mainly women. Anyways, they get these apps, and then CVS will have like some coupon. You stack it on with another coupon, and then plus you have like another $1 coming back to you. But it's like for toothpaste. But these women will go and buy the entire shelf of that toothpaste and then go and sell them at a garage sale. Pisses me off. But it's smart.
That's
I'm just
why
not as quick as they are.
I don't waste time with that. If you need toothpaste, you walk in the store, grab the toothpaste,
I know, but
pay
you
the
can get it
Pearson,
cheaper
and walk
though.
out.
If you
Well,
can get
yeah,
it
when
for,
everybody's you do waste all that time wasting.
you know what? One time I got
And
4
somebody
cents
else-
back. CVS paid me 4 pennies, and I got the product for free. And they paid me to shop at their store. It was awesome. It was a freaking glorious moment. I was dancing
That
out of
sounds
store.
like
I
my
felt like
mom.
I stole it. It was awesome.
My mom's great at that.
Is she?
Oh, she's. I
Tell
call.
her to get the
I
crazy
called
coupon
her
lady.
the professional shopper. If I want, that's why I want.
She knows what she's doing.
Yes,
then.
if you wanted a TV or so, we need a TV.
Speaking of TVs,
Yes.
I think it was Walmart. Was it Walmart? Yeah, Walmart. 50-inch smart TV for $148 this Black Friday.
Wow.
50-inch smart screen TV, $148.
What are the odds of you walking out with one of those?
Fight your way in, you fight your way out.
With you, pretty much, yes. That's what I say. It's more worth it.
But no, now
that the
they,
ones that
now
people
they give
camp
these
out?
deals. No, now people don't camp out anymore
Oh.
because they just TVs are so.
Well,
cheap
they were
now
getting in too
anyways.
many fights and getting into,
They'll have more
people-
than just one. They'll probably have like 8.
right. That's what I say. What are your odds of
I think you'd get it. I don't know.
probably what my theory
Well,
is?
right now too, Walmart's sales go online. They start live at like 8.
No,
Eastern
my
time.
theory is the first time you do anything
Today.
is when luck is riding with you. Take most people. Take them to if somebody's never been to Las Vegas gambling or whatever, take them there. No matter what, they'll win like crazy the first time. It's like karma knows how to suck you into it. Go
Mm-hmm.
back the second time and you will lose your freaking shirt. And that it almost happens to a T. But the first time you win, it sucks you into that environment. But because, man, no matter what you do, man, first time I went to Vegas gambling, it didn't matter. Throw a quarter in there, $1 on the machine, play the roulette wheel. You're just hitting like
I love
gangbusters.
roulette. Roulette's fun.
Next time I went there, I mean, to take an expression that I use with you, couldn't hit water if I fell out of a freaking boat. That was
Thanks, Faber.
that was the end of it for me. And I don't
Appreciate
like
that.
I don't like to gamble anyway. I mean, that's just like I don't understand that whole concept because eventually, no matter what, you gotta, you are going to lose when you gamble.
I disagree. You gotta stop. At some point, you just pull your money out and say, "I'm done."
It's a very
It's hard though, but
no, you
I've
can't.
done it a couple times.
Okay, just take the little sign up there in Vegas that says, "Oh, our slot machines play 98.7% back."
Okay,
Okay,
I don't even know what that means, but okay. I'm
so
just
what
kidding.
they're saying is
I know, I'm kidding.
the initial deal is that you put $1 in, they pay out 98.7% back. But what
Right.
you don't do is you don't logically take that out. Okay, you put the first $1 in, you're down to 98.7. Then it goes exponentially down. So the next the next time you put that 98 cents down, it goes down to 92 cents. If you keep at that rate, no matter what it is, if it's anything less than a percentage, if you keep playing that dollar, eventually they're going to have the whole dollar.
Right.
And that's the whole deal behind gambling, is they want to take all of your money. And they figure out ways to do that. That's why I say, eventually, if you keep playing long enough, if you keep playing, you are eventually going to lose everything.
But then how do people go out to Vegas or these casinos and end up making getting a ton of money?
People lie.
Counting cards?
Well, no,
That's the thing.
there is, if you're really, really, really talented and you do that. But what they do, if you come up with a way to beat the game or stack the odds in your favor, it's kind of like when they did 21 and they used to play one deck and then they started going to
Right.
multiple decks. They just figured out how to stack the odds back in their favor.
We should have a IE Newswire poker night. I want to take money. Texas Hold'em, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was easy. I don't know. I thought you
That's-
set up a fight or something.
That's fun.
But
no,
we
I do
should
play. I
seriously
do play
that.
the pool.
I've been
I
wanting
mean,
to play poker.
I don't necessarily. I play the pool. Like if you have the office pool or whatever.
Right.
Because that, whatever. I mean, every dollar that goes in gets paid out, and that's technically, as far as my understanding of the law. That's why office pools or stuff are legal, because it's not considered gambling if let's say you have 10 by 10 squares and you're picking whatever football game scores or whatever,
right.
and everybody puts the $10 in and 100, that's $1,000 or whatever. Let's say you're playing the football game by the quarters, and when and then whoever wins the last quarter wins the whole pot. You pay out the whole $1,000 over the whole deal.
$1,000.
Yes,
That's just
of
like
that.
20, but
That's not
okay.
considered gambling because $1,000 went in, $1,000 paid out. What's considered gambling is when the house takes a percentage.
Oh.
That's when
So we could do a poker night and then first place gets this much,
Yes,
second place
as
but
long
as
as-
long as all the money is
as long
distributed
as
back.
all the money that's going in gets paid back out, it's my understanding, and I'm not a lawyer or give legal advice, but it's not considered gambling if it's 100, whatever comes in gets paid out. It's when you take a percentage out, like the casino does, and that's what it said. No matter what, whatever percentage the casino takes out has got to come off the bottom line. And in order to have all those fancy hotels and bright lights and all the stuff going on, they have to make money. So the person they're making money off of is you, the degenerate gambler.
So are we doing a poker night? $10 buy-in? $10 would be good.
That sounds cool.
I think that would be a lot of fun. My thing dropped. I hate it when I'm typing and then it just is gone.
Oh, that drives
Drives me insane.
Yes.
Go ahead and knock on the door.
That's what my biggest thing with the cell phone is, and I don't know what. I touch a thing, and all of a sudden, it either the screen revolves or goes somewhere else or does that. And my biggest thing is that I pick up and I go to answer the phone, and I just get, or it takes me somewhere else, and I can't get the deal to actually answer the phone, which is really the only purpose I have the stupid thing for. Or if I was in charge of it, a cell phone would be used as a phone. That's it.
Jesse. Why? What? I wasn't listening to
Good.
what you were saying.
Good. I'm very
Anyways.
glad.
So what I want to say that we are all thankful for is our baby brother, Uncle Roy. We brought you some gifts to say that we love you and we are thankful for everything that you do for us.
We
and
got all
help that
the
we
sorts
get.
of goodies.
We do.
There we go. Here we go. Classic car calendar. I wonder why we chose that.
I don't know. I was gonna go with
Not
cars,
that.
but
Yes,
it
my
was tiny.
100%
Hot
thing.
Wheels.
Yes, is I've grown up around that whole deal. Yes, I'm a car. Anything to do with cars, I love. Football, great. I bet
said that you love
I bet
football.
Yes, I bet you came up with that. Who came? That was Ryan's deal. Oh, that's a deal. No, there's nothing better that little boys use than to use to learn to throw a football. Lot of physics and everything all into the stuff. See, I can get pointy-headed after.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Coffee. Nothing like better coffee. Yes, say hi to the deal.
Key, come here, babe.
You guys are knowing me too much. Coming up with coffee. I love coffee. I've told the story about that many times. When my mom was pregnant with me, she drank coffee by the gallons every day. I've never seen my mom drink coffee ever. But I love the smell of, and that's why I say that there is a thing between the genetics or when your mom is carrying you, because I love the smell of. I think that it's true because I love anything. I love the taste of it. I love the smell of it. I love everything about coffee. Not that I talk too much. No. What do we have here? Ground cinnamon. Very great lesson. Anything that's into carbohydrates, put a little bit of cinnamon in because it slows anything sugary, slows down the insulin reaction of that that. So you can eat more sweet stuff with that. Rise and shine for the coffee cup for the coffee cup. Yes, these guys are on it. Yes, they're on it. You picked that? That was yours? This is me. Yes. Are you good? Are you the artist talent in the family? And Ryan. Ryan's good on the whole enchilada. Actually, should probably put the bag. Should I put the bag over my head? It's a little bit small, but there it'll fit. Hey.
There you go.
Upside down and sideways, which I've been a lot in my entire life on that. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
All of you thank for that. See, my hat fell off. Come on in. That's it. They're absolutely fabulous. Get in. When he's gone, he wants out of here on that. Oh, there goes the. Everybody. Yes. Say happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving on that. You got it.